At the Palisade Bank Corporation, we know what top secret means. Your company's files contain valuable proprietary information worth far more than gold. We can help you protect it. Our state-of-the-art Blade server farms offer unparalleled security in a world that's teeming with uncertainty. Safeguarded by the most advanced physical and digital security systems in the world, the data you store at the Palisade Corporation will remain in hands, out of reach of those who seek to slander your corporate interests.
For years they thought their secrets were safe. And they were right, until now. Rippers, protecting institutions that seek to hold us back, profiting while the majority get left behind, is the Palisade's #1 priority. Ours is to breach the Blade's overhyped digital defenses and expose the truth. Fire up your neural subnet kits and join the fight. When you're in the breach, the virtual reality environment will be your playground, and your digital avatar, your tool of extraction. Your primary targets are data towers, but as you progress through the system, server nodes will bring about new objectives to master. Data extraction, enemy elimination, fragment collection. These will allow you to delve deeper into the network. Extract the data, escape the server, expose the truth. As you progress, don't be surprised if mysteries cross your path. The world is a dark place, and people often turn to Rippers to dig for answers. These people had a daughter who died under mysterious circumstances. They believe a pharmaceutical corporation is involved, and information you unlock on VersaLife servers could contain the truth they need. All you have to do is locate the data and exit the server without being destroyed. No problem, right? Not necessarily. The AI core that operates the Palisade servers has security in place. Sentries, drones, turrets, and powerful prime defense units, all programmed to keep that precious data locked away. They'll quickly turn hostile against any intruder they find. But when it comes to virtual warfare, being on the cutting edge is just one way we Rippers stay ahead. Load your avatars with an arsenal of weapons to combat the virtual defenses. Use the credits you earn from successful raids to unlock new models. If a particular loadout wears out its welcome, dismantle the unwanted weapons into parts and use them to upgrade your favorites. Extracting data won't be easy, but as you gain experience, you'll earn praxis points, which can be used to unlock new abilities or improve skills you already have. Your NSN avatar can be equipped with a variety of virtual augmentations that can aid you in accomplishing your goals. But it has limited memory space, so finding the right balance of skills is crucial to leaving the breach with your avatar intact. Not really interested in taking down corrupt mega corporations from within? Fine. Then compete in challenges against your fellow Rippers. Send them your high score. If they can't beat it, you're awarded extra credits. You've motivated others by showing off your skills. But if it turns out you're a cookie failure, you get nothing in return. Of course, if you're really feeling full of yourself, you can also infect the server with modifiers. They'll increase the difficulty of the challenge, offering a more substantial reward. Or give you temporary advantages by changing the rules if you're in a tricky spot. The world is full of conspiracies, Reapers, and the Blades hold the deepest secrets. No matter your motivation, your contribution will further our cause. Join the fight. Extract the data. Expose the truth. Buona fortuna, Reapers.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's segment dedicated to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Today we are going to talk about Breach, which is our new game mode. You've just seen the reveal trailer for this game mode, which we unveiled a couple of weeks ago. My name is Sasha. I'm the community manager at the studio on Deus Ex, and I'm joined today by Fleur Marty, our live team producer.
Hello.
So Fleur, could you tell us in a nutshell what Breach is?
So Breach is a new game mode for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and in a nutshell, it is a connected arcade puzzle shooter.
Okay. So, a question from a fan we got on Reddit. Breach is looking like a fun and unexpected addition to the game. Can you give us a bit more info on the thoughts and ideas which led to its creation?
Okay. So we knew when we started working on it, we knew we wanted to give something else to the players, something on top of just the single player experience. And we were just messing around with the systems, the core gameplay of Deus Ex. And the thing is, when you do the single player Mankind Divided, it's a very credible world. It's a very realistic environment. And so it constrains a bit what the level designers are able to do, the level artists. And so we thought, okay, let's take all those cool systems that we have and let's just put them in a much more abstract environment and just have fun with them.
Okay. So, what are some of the main differences between Mankind Divided and Breach in terms of tools the players have?
So, of course, we are respecting the core pillars for the gameplay. So you can be stealthy, you can be shooty, you can be anywhere in between. But we are bringing that arcade twist. So you will have, on top of all the augmentations that you can experiment in Mankind Divided, you will have things like double jump, triple jump, that wouldn't really make sense in that very credible environment of Mankind Divided. We also have things like weapon abilities. So just imagine you're playing a card on your weapon, and suddenly it does cool stuff, like you shoot at an AI and it turns against its own faction and helps you just wipe the map. Or if you're not a combat player, just having that weapon equipped on you and just walking around, you will like regain energy faster or HP faster, for instance.
Okay. And as you guys have seen in the trailer, the art direction for Breach is quite different from Mankind Divided. What were some of the goals when crafting this art direction?
Well, so Breach is set in a virtual reality environment, and as I said, we wanted to give a lot of freedom to the level designers. So we knew from the start that it had to be quite simplistic and very modular art direction. We didn't really want to go for the very obvious like wireframe thing that you can think about VR. And also we wanted to be able to convey, while still staying very simple, the personality of each of the corporations that you are infiltrating in Breach. So the base is that white and pink that we joked about, but it's modified from the personality of the corporation. So for instance, we have the VersaLife corporation that you're infiltrating in the real world of Deus Ex. It's a bioengineering corporation. And that translates into the visual style by the fact that when you're in those levels, they are very greenish, very organic. You have like waterfalls of pixelized cubes, and it also translates into the layout. It's going to be very vertical and weird. While if you infiltrate the Steiner Beasley Corporation, which is in the real world of Deus Ex, weapons manufacturer, a German company, it's going to be much more wide open levels, and it's going to be you're going to feel like you're in a foundry. There's like pixel magma flying around. It's very orange, and so. Again, the art style, it's VR, it's still very simple, like low poly, but we're trying to still convey really the personality and the backstory of those corporations that you are infiltrating.
And each of these corporations is going to have its own story arc, right?
Yes. So when you play Bridge through the levels, you will stumble on conspiracies that we call darknet files. And you will be able to investigate and to talk with contact through a text messaging interface, and to uncover some of the shady things that those corporations are doing in the shadows.
Can you tell us a little bit about Shadow Child, which is kind of the character which will
Yeah.
guide the players throughout Breach?
Well, this your part when you're playing Breach, so you're not Adam Jensen, obviously. You're a Ripper, and the Rippers are a faction of hackers that use virtual reality as a way of hacking. They don't code; they actually game their way through firewalls. And Shadow Child is like she's the top Ripper in the world. She is the one who actually breached the Palisade blade that you're infiltrating. And the Palisade is an actual building that you see in Mankind Divided. It's in Prague, and it is the most secure data archive in the world. And Shadow Child is the hacker who broke through the firewalls of that corporation.
Cool. So something I'm very excited about for Breach is the music composer, who is Ed Harrison, who worked on Neo Tokyo, which you may know. So can you tell us about what he did for Breach in terms of music style?
Yeah, so it's again like the art style. It was really important for us that the music would convey the personality of the corporations, and I think he did a wonderful job. It feels Deus Exy. I mean, you know, it's a Deus Ex music, but it's very particular to Breach. And when you're in Tarvos, for instance, you have those kind of whispers, and you can hear. I know that Steve, our audio director, he likes to think of it as like the secrets of those shady corporations that are trying to get out, and it's really amazing what the job Ed did on the music.
Cool. Can't wait to hear more. So as you mentioned, Breach is going to be a connected mode, so it's going to evolve through time. What are some of the things players can expect after release?
So, of course, there will be more levels. So we're shipping with 3 corporations, so Steiner Beasley, VersaLife, and Tarvos. And there will be more corporations to come. And so when I'm saying a new corporation, it's a set of maps that go with it. It's new conspiracies, and it's even like new gameplay ingredients that we are crafting to go along with, again, the personality of the corporation. And also like cool new toys, new weapon abilities, new augmentations. And the thing is, of course, we already have stuff in mind, but we really want to listen to the players, see what they like, what they don't like, what more do they want, and we're going to really try to be reactive to that.
So what are some of the challenges players will be able to send one another to compete in?
Yeah, so it's the competitive aspect of Breach. So we have leaderboards, and we have 2 kinds of leaderboards actually. For each of the level, you have a time leaderboard and a score leaderboard, and that's very important because if you want to be the best at both, you're gonna have to play the levels very, very differently, and you're gonna have to really like figure out. Maybe the first time you go inside the map, you take like 5 minutes to go to the end, and you're gonna see that the score to beat from someone is like 10 seconds. And you're like, no, that's just there's no way I can do that, but. Well, you can, so just figure it out, use the toys. And so if you think that you've done really well at a level, you can then challenge your friends and send them the score or the time that you did and say, okay, try and beat me. And they don't get any more information than that. So they don't know what augmentations you had. They don't know if you use the modifiers on the levels, because you can play modifiers to change the rules and make sometimes the levels more difficult, but then you'll get a bonus. And if they can beat what you did, they will get extra rewards. But if they fail, then you're the one who's getting extra rewards.
So when playing through a map, obviously, depending on play style, is going to be different from player to player, how much time they're going to spend on a map. But how much time would you say players will spend in a single map?
Oh, in a single map. So it depends. So the thing is, the very first levels are really bite-sized gameplay levels. There, it's 5 minutes in there, so it's very quick. But as you go further down into the networks, the map expand. Actually, they open up, and we're adding new rooms to them. So when you're at the end of Breach, it's you can easily spend like 25 minutes or half an hour in a map if you really want to get all the data that's inside the map, because so we have different type of objectives, but the core thing is getting that data that you're here to steal. And we have extra rewards if you can manage to get all of it. You have an objective to reach, but if you go over that objective, you are rewarded for it. So yeah, for the players who will want to get every bit of data, they're going to spend a lot of time in the levels.
Yeah, and what are you hoping for players to experiment on with Breach? I mean, the levels being so different from the main game, it's going to be easy for them to try new playstyles, experiment with other augmentations and stuff.
That's really the idea. It's so you can. I know the trailer is very action oriented, so I know that some players are under the impression it's very much about combat, but you can be as stealthy as you want. And what we really hope is that players who will have experimented one playstyle in the main campaign, in the single player, maybe they're going to use Breach to try new stuff. Maybe they have a set of AUGs that they're used to, but it's going to be easy. You go in Breach, you play like 10, 15 minutes, you experience with new things, and then you discover that, hey, maybe I like playing that other way. And also we have the booster packs. So the booster packs are how you get all your items, your weapons, your ammunition and everything. And they're random, and there's a good reason for that. It's also, we're pushing you to experiment. Maybe you played the whole single player with a sniper rifle, maybe it's your playstyle, but when you get in Breach, maybe the first weapon you're going to get out of booster pack is going to be a shotgun, and you're going to say, well, maybe I'm going to try it, and maybe you're going to like it. And if you don't, it's all right. You can just dismantle it and use the parts to upgrade the next cool gun that you're going to get.
Yeah, cool. So kind of a personal question now, Fleur. How does it feel to be working on a franchise like Deus Ex, but at the same time creating something which is so new for the franchise?
So working on a franchise like Deus Ex is humbling, to say the least. And it's really exciting to be working on something so different. It's also a lot of responsibility. But we really, all the way through the production of Breach, we really wanted to respect all the core pillars. Really, it is a Deus Ex game. And yes, it's very different. Yes, it looks very different. Yes, we embraced the arcade feel to it. But I really hope players will see how much of a Deus Ex game it is.
Cool. Thanks, Fleur.
Thank you.
So that's all the time we have for Breach today. For those of you who were here yesterday, I was mentioning today we're going to show some more gameplay from Dubai, but a different play style. So yesterday it was aggressive stealth, and today we are going to show you some combat from Dubai. Enjoy.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
مخزن من المخازن الموجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل. ولا أنا.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Singh's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jinn shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, Strike Force, position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4, in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Man down! Man down!
Jensen, strike team, sound off.
It's Singh! Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
Jensen, we're out of time here. It's now or never. You've got to stop that chopper.
Oscar Mike! God damn it, Jensen!
Miller, no go on target. Repeat, no...